Lately, I've been watching a lot of NFL playoff football. And if you've been watching too, you already know what that means. Controversy, ref ball, blown calls, phantom penalties, entire games swinging on one judgment call. One missed flag, one questionable spot, and one review that takes 5 minutes and still feels wrong. It's actually made me appreciate something about my favorite sport that we rarely talk about. Tennis is one of the purest meritocracies in sports. There are no play calls, no timeouts, no refs deciding whether a drive is extended or a season is over, and especially with the addition of Hawkeye, the referee doesn't make or break a match. The players do. They can't hide behind a system, they can't run out the clock, and they can't get bailed out by a call. If they lose, it's because they got outplayed, period. And that's what makes what we're about to show you so disturbing. Because what happens when a sport that prides itself on merit starts letting people in who clearly didn't earn it? Now, before we get into this, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and comment merit if you believe pro sports should actually be, professional. Now, let us show you what might be the most embarrassing match in modern history. This took place at a W35 ITF tournament in Nairobi, Kenya. It's a professional event, not juniors. Not a charity exhibition, not a local open. This is a real tournament that awards ranking points, prize money, and counts toward your professional career. A wildcard entrant named Hajar Abdelkader walked onto the court, and within minutes, people realized something was very wrong. She lost 0-0 in 37 minutes. Now, that alone isn't necessarily shocking. Blowouts do happen, but what was shocking was how it happened and the level that she brought to this match. She won a total of 3 points. Not 3 games, not 3 service holds, 3 points. And 2 of them came from her opponent double faulting. 1 came from a random error, and she did not win a single rally. Not one. She double faulted 20 times. That's right, 20. At one point, the chair umpire literally had to tell her where to stand. And we don't mean slightly adjust your position. We mean basic orientation. And the clip went viral instantly. A lot of people thought it was fake. They thought it was satire. They thought it was a YouTube skit. But no, this was a real professional tennis match. And that's when the real question emerged. How the hell did this person get here? Now, let's be very clear before we go any further. We're not here to bully the player. It's not about humiliating someone who was clearly out of their depth. It's about how a professional sport allowed someone this unprepared onto a professional court. Because that should never happen. Not once, not ever. It wasn't qualifying, it wasn't pre-draw, it wasn't a last-minute practice slot. She was given a main draw wild card. It's unbelievable. A free pass into a professional tournament. That means she skipped the entire merit-based system that everyone else has to grind through. No qualifiers, no ranking requirements, no earning it, just here you go. And that should scare you, especially if you care about the integrity of our favorite sport. Wildcards in particular are meant to be special. They're supposed to go to players that are promising juniors, local standouts, comeback players, former champions, talents who just missed the cutoff. They're meant to supplement merit, not replace it. They exist to add opportunity, not chaos. But what we just saw was not a fair opportunity. It was real negligence. It wasn't giving someone a shot. It was putting someone in a situation they clearly weren't ready for and embarrassing both of them and the sport in the process. Now, after the backlash exploded, Tennis Kenya released a statement saying that in hindsight, they should not have granted the wild card. Yeah, no shit. But it's not enough. That's not reform. It's barely accountability. And it's not prevention. It's fucking PR. Because what they really said was, yeah, well, we messed up, but, the system that allowed us to mess up still exists. And that's the real problem. Now, we already know what a lot of you are saying. Well, who cares? It's a low-level ITF event. Shut the f*** up. No. This is exactly where standards matter the most. Because these tournaments are the foundation of the professional system. These are the bottom rungs of the ladder, the first steps. If you corrupt the bottom, the entire structure becomes unstable and breaks down. If people start questioning whether pro tennis matches are legitimate, competitive, or real, you don't get to just shrug that off. That's how credibility erodes. There's already enough match fixing at this level that we don't need more controversy. Now, here's our proposal. If you want a wild card into a professional tournament, you should meet a minimum competitive threshold. Not vibes, not connections, not, well, they sent in an application, good enough. A real measurable standard. A UTR minimum maybe. Maybe 9.0 minimum UTR for women's, maybe 10 or 11 UTR minimum for men's. A national ranking, verified competitive history, something, anything. Because right now, the system relies on trust. And this showed us that trust is not good enough, and it's just going to be abused. But what do you think? Did we go a bit too hard, or is this as bad as it seems? Let us know in the comments below and look forward to the next one. Thanks so much for watching. We're really trying to hit that 10,000 subscriber mark before the end of February. So hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and look out for more passionate tennis conversations that nobody else wants to have. We'll see you next time.